welcome to today's video. And today I'll be just talking about what is a logo, right? So some of you must be knowing what a logo is. Some of you must be having a vague idea about it, and some of you might not exactly know what a logo is, right? So I'll break it down really easy what it's all about, right? So technically, logo is a graphic or an icon which is the face of a particular brand, right? So you must be knowing that every company has a logo, has a particular logo, and logo is basically everywhere, right? So as soon as you get up till the time you go and brush your teeth, go get ready, have your breakfast or get ready to go to college or to work. Logos are everywhere. You might not realize it, but sometimes logos also may go unnoticed, but it's there. So for example, when you go and brush your teeth, the toothpaste that you're using, right? The toothpaste tube itself will have the logo of the brand that you're using, such as Colgate or Pepsodent. Even the phones that you're using will have their logos either on their screens or at the back of the phone as well. Sometimes even phone covers will have a logo, have the phone's logo behind it, such as for Apple's, right? So iPhones, you must have seen that the iPhone covers that people put up, right? So they have a particular space where the logo is shown, and sometimes even the cover would have that Apple icon in it, right? So logos is something that people usually remember, and it's subconsciously there in your minds, even though you might not realize it. So even if these logos you see here on your screen, so for example, take this McDonald's logo for examples, right? If this word McDonald's is removed and you're going somewhere on a really long drive and you see this really big logo of this M right here, you'd instantly know that there's a McDonald's restaurant coming right up, and you can just go and grab a burger or a large fries for yourself, right? So even something as simple as Domino's pizzas, even if the text wasn't there, just the graphic itself, you would know that this is for a pizza brand, right? So when it comes to designing a logo, it does not happen overnight. So a lot of thought process, a lot of brainstorming, mind mapping happens before a logo is finalized and then it's made up on Illustrator or on Photoshop. Similarly, each logo does not become popular overnight. Sometimes the logos is really good for the brand, but there's not much thought process, there's not much effort that goes behind it. It's not properly advertised, due to which it's not popular at all. So when it actually comes to designing a logo for your client, it's very important to know what type of logo your client would want, right? So it's important to get as much information as possible. So getting all those information can happen in various ways. You could you could actually make a survey for them and ask them to go fill it out. So you'll get a good idea as to what type of a client they're asking for, or what type of a message they would want to showcase to the audience, right? So you also go ahead and make different types of mood boards, you play around with the colors, you make different types of variations, and whichever one actually suits the best, then you actually go ahead and actually make it up on Illustrator or on Photoshop, right? There's no particular recipe for making a logo. So the entire creative process goes behind it. Sometimes working with different teams, or even if you're brainstorming alone or you're looking up for inspiration up on Pinterest or anywhere else. So execution of the logo happens at the last when you actually go and make it up on Illustrator or on Photoshop. So it's important again, and I'll keep repeating it 2-3 times. The entire creative process is really important for you to know as to what the company or the client is actually looking for. So this was just a brief about logos and how logos actually have a tendency to actually click with the audience as well. So another thing key important is that when you want to design your very own logo, it's important that you actually keep your logos to be extremely simple, but do not overcomplicate things too much. Otherwise, it's likely that your brain will go into freeze mode or you'll get a creative block. And the important thing is to remember is that while you're going to design your logo, less is more. Keep it simple. Keep the color palette to be simple as well. Max to max use 3 colors while you are going to design your logo. So that's that. And this was just a brief about what a logo is and some of the key pointers you should know while you design your very own logo. So, and another important thing is that when you're designing your logo, it's not important that you have to add text to it. Something as simple as this Apple logo right here. So you know, even without any text, you know it's an iOS, this Apple brand is mainly used for MacBooks, iPhones, tablets, etc. So yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.